Oh, dang, we already live. Damn. Wait, what's up? What's up, bro? Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh yeah, you can. Let me get my channel so you can drop it. Uh, what's up? Let me. I'm gonna get grab that tea, but go ahead. Damn, I'm gonna grab my channel. Yeah. Um. I guess it's always good to give people the good news going in, and then we can go jump into the bad news. Um, right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just getting my channel for you. Yeah. So I'm Malik Foster Travels. Shit, my Chrome is messing up. Can you still hear me? Yeah. I got a lot going on over here. Let me close out some tabs and shit. Hold up. Hey man, it's crazy. Oh man, I'm trying to yeah, you just go ahead, continue because my shit like loading. Hold up. Shit. Yeah. See, I'm about to get professional out here. Now I'm about to get my. Yes, sir. Dang, I can't even see the chat, bro. Like, yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see the chat. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you, Malik? know. I don't know, man. It says everyone can see and hear me, but oh, did you turn your mic on? Oh, yeah, yeah. We can't hear you, buddy. Okay, I see the comments now. We can't hear Uncle Chris. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear him. Let me join the chat. Ah, dang, I gotta connect my YouTube. Damn. I hope this don't kick me out. Let me risk it. Hold up. Let me type to the chat. Oh, dang, your mic, bro. That's crazy, bro. Did you allow the settings? Did you allow the settings? Cause oh, I know why. Hold on. Let me end the call, bro. I think we on call. All right. Can y'all hear him? Can y'all? Oh yeah, I can't hear you, bro. I can't hear you. Yeah, I see what it is. I can't hear you. Like, go to your microphone, bro. Like, go to your settings and then like go to audio and then yeah, try that. Wait, go settings and go to mic. Yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Angori Media. Yeah, I think that's Angori
I
Media.
can hear you now.
All right, I can hear you. Yeah,
You
you
can hear
good?
me now too?
Yeah, yeah, you good now, bro.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah, I can hear
okay.
you. I don't
Finally,
know, audience. Can y'all hear him? Cause I don't know. He's out here.
I
He
was out
was
there struggling.
he was
I was out
struggling
there
streaming.
struggling. But this is my first live though, so you're supposed to make mistakes in your first live. You know what I mean?
Right, right, man. We don't know what we doing. We just here.
We just here. This is our first time.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know what
In
I'm doing either.
in the chat, please let us know. Can you hear us? I'm trying to
Yeah,
get comfortable.
silent but deadly.
Now we can. Now we can hear Buddy. Okay, good.
Yeah, I had to tell him
Finally.
to fix himself. I had to give correct Uncle Chris.
Perfect. Appreciate y'all for waiting and just kind of being
Yeah,
patient and everything like that. So we are talking about Nairobi. Okay, that's why we here. Nairobi, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're gonna get into it because Malik has asked me, hey, can we do a live to talk about Nairobi, to talk about all the craziness that happens, but the very much good opportunity that's going on there as well. I want to share some information about investments, the ideas that I have. I want to share with you guys. So if you're watching this video, you're watching the exclusive information that we're going to provide. At the end, we're going to drop some information for us to allow us to support us as we are also looking to get back to Nairobi, back to Kenya. So we definitely want to earn your support as well. So if you could do donations at the end, we'll have a link so you can do that. So
yeah,
right
please.
away, I'm just going to go and shout out my man Malik with Malik Foster Travels. What's going on, bro? Tell us a little
Hey,
about yourself.
oh yeah, no problem. So I'm Malik Foster Travels. I have a passion for travel. I've been to 17 countries, including Kenya. I know today's topic we're focusing on Kenya, Nairobi specifically. So when it comes to Kenya, I've been to Nairobi and Mombasa. I've been a couple times, so I know a little something about that. So yeah, let's get
Okay.
into it.
Dope, dope. So, this is my first live, y'all, and I like how this brother's been to a good amount of countries. I have been to Kenya actually within since November 23, um, and that's been about 6 times. 6 times to Kenya. Had an
Mm-hmm.
amazing, amazing time while I was over there. I also had some bad things happen as well, so we're gonna touch on those things. So peeling off the band-aid, but I've been to, let's see, I've been to at least over 7, 8 countries, at least 10 countries at least, and basically have gone in far as in Africa goes. South Africa, I've gone to Uganda, I've gone to um, what's another country? Tanzania. For those who like Tanzania, I've been on the coastal side of Kenya. So much to talk about as far as experiences. I think that'd be of value if you're looking to travel there. Oh, somebody asked about Mr. Goldie. I don't know. I haven't seen anything from him, and I'm actually nervous that he might have passed away because he was fighting diabetes. So my bad, Malik. This
Yeah,
is a
yeah. Go
guy I
ahead.
used to do. This is a guy that I used to do like videos with. I did a video with him in Colombia
Mm-hmm.
when I was going to Colombia heavy, and people are saying I guess they haven't seen his content. I haven't seen any of his content. I think he did pass away.
Oh
I think
wow.
he did pass away. I didn't actually follow up
Let me
with
see
him in
if
a
I can
while.
share the stream.
But his
But
name is Goldie Mac was his
Goldie
name.
Mac.
Yeah, Goldie Mac. See if you can find him, like when his last video was posted on YouTube, if you can. I think his name is like Mr. like Mister Goldie on YouTube. But he used basically was a guy that he wasn't from America, like he was born in like Morocco or something like that, and then he got sent to Houston. He went to Texas or whatever, and then they kicked him out because he went to prison for a little bit. It was a wild.
Mm-hmm.
His story was wild. And then he ended up in Colombia somehow. He went to Venezuela first, and he went to Colombia, and then he's been living in Colombia ever since, and pretty much learned like Spanish and all that stuff. Got to know
He was living out there.
the cartel drugged him the last time, but he survived. That was his last video. Damn.
So the cartel drugged him the last time, but he survived. That was his last video. Oh dang.
Yeah, that my brother might be gone, man. That brother might be gone. That's sad.
Right.
I haven't called. I need to try to call. Maybe he'll pick up. Maybe somebody else will pick up. I don't know, but that's sad.
Yeah, that is really
This is
sad.
why I stopped going to Colombia. Yo, bruh, listen. I feel more safe. It's so wild for me to say this, but I feel a lot more safe in Kenya or Africa in general than I do in Colombia. I know that's a
Yeah,
wild take, and I
yeah, I
haven't been.
think
I
that's
haven't
something
been
we should
to.
talk about.
Yeah,
Safety, because in Latin American countries, some of them, you have to deal with. Everybody talks about how beautiful the women are, but like the safety, bro. Like sometimes, is it worth it, especially when you're dealing with Colombia, all the um, different times you're hearing about people getting scoped, drugged. They're coming up with creative ways. Yeah, the women aren't trying to kill you; they just want to take your money.
yeah.
Like they just trying
Facts.
to steal, and they have that kind of culture there. And that, I mean, it's better than the culture because it's so common. You hear about it. Yeah, people will say, yeah, if you know what you're doing, you gotta watch your back. You gotta be tight. Like it might not be a first time traveler type of spot, like where you can let your hair down, for lack of better terms, or just relax yourself. You got to be like kind of tight. Like some places are for first time travelers. Colombia might not be, depending on what you're trying to get into. Like if you're just trying
Uh,
to have a family vacation and not deal with a bunch of women or not deal with that nightlife like that, you probably be fine. Usually most countries you'll be fine unless it's just really that dangerous, right? And they're targeting
yeah.
whoever has any money. But most countries, if you mind your business, you're fine. But if you're trying to get into a certain lifestyle like nightlife, different kind of women and stuff like that, that's where you'd be like, okay, if you're not a first time traveler and that's what you're trying to get into, I wouldn't advise you to go there at first.
Yeah, you gotta have some background information about where you're staying. But that's also the reason why when you go to most places in, like, let's say Kenya, for instance, There's
Mm-hmm.
some type of privacy or private security gate, like also with a person like a security guard in the front, because people will try, to rob, like mobs happen easily. I haven't been there during a situation where, like, let's say back in July of last year when Nairobi was going through hell and with the riots, over the possible tax increase. The basically financial legislation that was going to pass, and they stopped it pretty much. Um, we got Ngori Media on the comments. I guess he's watching. He was my host in Zanzibar. Shouting you out. I appreciate your help, your service. Thank you so much. We're shouting out Ngori Media over in Zanzi. Hey, so there was this thing where I remember, like they told me you couldn't have your cell phone. I guess we're talking about the bad or the ugly, right?
Yeah.
So we had a common the common ask was a warning was to not have your cell phone like by the window of the car. Like like if you were like in the back seat of an Uber, you basically said like usually the Uber drivers would have the windows up because people would snatch your phone from literally within the car.
Mm-hmm.
Have you experienced any of that kind of thing, like where that's happened?
Out in Kenya, no, but people like the locals there would definitely tell you. Like even when I was at Nairobi Street Kitchen the first time, it was like, yeah, you might want to not have your phone out like that. The issue is like some of those bodas or the motorbike people, as they call them, they'll come and snatch your stuff. Um, Usually that doesn't happen to me because I'm not that careless like this, like looking like a just straight up tourist out of a movie or something like that. But yeah, they definitely told me that can happen, and some of the local women, the local guys will tell you too if you interact with some of the locals. I know some people don't really like interacting with locals on trips. I don't know why, but some people are more reclusive. But if you talk to people and really engage and not be your American self and be to yourself, they'll give you the 411, the information on it.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna say, yeah, I always try to walk with discretion in Kenya, to be honest with you, like in Nairobi, whatever. Half the time, like if it's like broad daylight, I might wear pretty much something really chill, like nothing that looks like I have anything. Um, but they do
Mm,
speak. Somebody asked in the comments, do they speak English in Nairobi? A lot of them do. I'd say about 90% you'll run into do speak English. Um, English sometimes for some it's their first language, and then
mm.
second is going to be like either their tribal language or Swahili, essentially.
Yeah, they
Um,
speak English, Swahili, and their travel language from my experience.
yeah,
Usually 2 to 3 languages. Um, some people might not speak English very well or they don't feel comfortable with it. Like they might feel a little shy, but they can understand you. They just might feel shy talking to you, maybe because their accent or which I really like. I actually like the Kenyan girl's accent, be personally. But yeah,
yeah, I
they
do
speak
too.
3 different languages. So
Yeah,
usually,
their accent in general, like over there, it's a lot. It's not aggressive. I'll say
yeah,
that it's not aggressive. It's very submissive. Like the voice, what's being said and all that. I definitely suggest it.
right.
Let me go back a little bit. So we talked about the safety. I have a crazy story to share with you.
Okay,
So
let's
I
hear it.
was me and my boy was headed to the mall, and so we were going to Sarah Center. For those who don't know, this particular mall is one of the best malls in Nairobi. Okay, Sarah Center caters to pretty much a wide variety, as far as from the occasional fashionista to the business person looking to get something nice or something for the family. It's got everything you need. So on the way there, I remember I was having my cell phone out of my pocket and I put it like right under my crotch area. So I put it down there. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna forget it. And so what happened is when I got out the Uber, I didn't realize that I forgot my phone in the Uber. So as the car pulls away, I start to grab like, cause the first thing I usually do is I grab my phone. I grab my phone and or reach for it so I can kind of get to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shit, I can't grab my phone. Like, what's going on? My phone is missing. And I realized it dawned on me, yo, I left my phone in the Uber in Nairobi. And this man probably gone. So I'm like panicking, like I'm trying to find the car. I'm running all over. And what you'll find is Kenyans have like a very much like a connector B relationship with other Kenyans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, soon as they say Mambo, da 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 da, I was like, oh shoot, okay, so that person knows somebody. So basically, we had to track down the Uber that took my phone. And whatever connecting, way they did it, they were able to track the guy down, and he was already like 45 minutes away from where he had dropped us off at. So literally we had to bargain, because this is the thing, money talks. So if some shit like this happens where you lose something and it's possible you're gonna get it back, understand you're gonna have to come up off some money, which is what we call Kenyan shillings, some KSH. You're gonna have to come up off that money and pay. So I think I had to. So once they found the guy ended up coming back through another taxi driver that we were working with. How they found him, I don't know, but they were able to get him back. But I had to come up. I think I had to pay like 16,000 Kenyan shillings, something like 16,000 Kenyan shillings
16,000? That's crazy.
to get my money, to get my phone back. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot, man.
But at the same time, I also need my phone.
Right.
So it was like I either pay or I go home without a phone, and I can't have that. So
You're right.
life lesson learned: keep your stuff on you at all times. Do not be like me, losing money out here.
But
I lost money in South Africa. I lost like, I want to say it was like 4,000 or 5,000 Cape Town rands. Yeah, the
mm,
rands. I had just putting money in a pocket and then taking something else out.
mm-hmm.
Money drops out. Boom. Now you ain't got no. Now you ain't got your money. So keep your stuff secured. Try to keep your stuff secured. That's my biggest warning. That's the main thing. Be aware of your surroundings. Like, I've gone, after dark to places in Kenya or whatever, and some look suspicious, like an abandoned looking apartment or some shit. I'm not walking on that side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Or, just kind of go with a group. But it's not like, I've never been robbed in Kenya. I mean, knock on wood, I've never been robbed or approached or had to fight somebody. Most people call me Rick Ross while I'm out there.
Yeah, but that goes. I want to chime in real quick and say that kind of goes to a good point of, when you out in Africa or specifically Kenya, you can kind of, things can get solved, but you gotta put money towards it. Like, some countries like in America, like if somebody takes your phone, even if you have some money, that's it. like some some things don't get resolved whether you have money or not. Like, I just feel like when you're in Africa, a lot of issues can be resolved if you have a little bit of money, which if you're over there you probably do have the money to get it solved. Because why else would you be over there? You don't go over there with just like, okay, I bought the plane ticket, I got my hotel or Airbnb or accommodations, and I can't afford to, you know, show a little love, especially if I need to get something done ASAP. Because that's how it works out there. It's not like here where like there's maybe some sort of process and all that. The process is, hey, do you got some of that money to make this go faster, or you want to wait and see if the process may work? Other countries, especially I guess if you consider third world countries or not first world country or non-Western countries, that's how they operate typically. In my experience, I don't know if that's what you find, Uncle Chris, or what, but if you have that money, things kind of move faster.
Yeah, I mean, you can get access to just about anything you want.
Hmm.
To be honest with you, in Kenya, that's the danger. That's the other side of it. I think somebody
Uh,
said Kenya is less safe compared to Tanzania, where I'm
I
from.
agree.
Nothing personal, but that's reality.
I agree.
Okay.
Like Tanzania, I barely heard anybody say, "Hey, you got to put your phone up." Just from my experience in Tanzania, right? Um, I never had anybody say, "Hey, be careful with your phone around this area" or anything like that. And I've been to Dar es Salaam and I've been to
Yeah,
Zanzibar, those two
yeah,
cities. Well, I've been to a couple places in Zanzibar, the island, but I've been to the whole island from north to Stone Town. So I've been to like pretty much half of the island, or at least one third of that island. So it was pretty safe from my experience walking around at night. Everything. And Dar es Salaam too has been pretty safe, no issues. I mean, it might
yeah.
look a
It's
little
very safe.
sketchy because some things
It
are
do
kind
look
of run
sketchy
down.
now.
Like it
Yes.
looks sketchy, but it's safe. Like I was at like a little bar, or whatever. I'm like, this place looks sketchy. It looks like I'm going to
Okay,
get robbed, but it's safe.
but I got a story. Okay, so I got a story to tell because you could. I agree with you, right? But this is the thing. In Tanzania, you can be set up for failure if you don't know how things go. It's very conservative. That's probably why they're safe. But if you piss off the wrong person, like the actual local police, like I did, then this story will definitely shock you. So I was at a club, bruh, in Dar es Salaam.
Hmm.
I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was right in the area where there's all these clubs and restaurants in Dar es Salaam that people go to and hang out. I don't know if you've gone to it, like, whatever, but this particular spot, I think it was Mansion or something like that. It might have been
Uh,
Mansion.
Mansion. I don't think I've been there.
It was one of those clubs, bro.
I
Like it
went to
was a nice.
Wavuvi
Nah, not Wabuvi Camp. Nah, not Wabuvi Camp. It was another. It was right. It's another like
Elements or
area,
something.
huh?
Like Elements.
Yeah. So it was like right around that area, elements and all
Okay.
that. So all right, let me get to the story because I'm really excited to share it because it's so wild what happened. So I was walking out of the club and it was this girl who was naked. All right. So the girl was naked and she was screaming at the people outside the club, like the security. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? So naturally, what's the first thing you might do in a situation like this? Because it just looks so crazy to you, and we're from America, we see some shit. The first thing we want to do is pull out a phone and start making a video.
Right.
So I
Oh
literally
boy.
put my phone out, bruh. Like I'm over here, like, oh shit, like what's going on? And then I started to notice something. The other women and other people started to look at me, and I was being looked at like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you have your phone out and videoing a naked girl screaming at somebody outside the club? And I'm looking at them like, what the fuck is wrong? Why are you not having your phone out? Like this is entertainment.
Hmm.
So I'm a totally like oblivious that I'm this American idiot, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Out there and videoing some shit that's I don't have no business doing. Because basically what they're saying is you're taking video of someone to post online to hurt their business. Basically is what they're saying. And they're also saying is you're posting a video without someone's consent, which I respect and I get it. But so there's a morality the morality out there is high. It's
Hmm.
it's it's not necessarily about the law, but it's very, very high. Morality is a big thing. And actually a lot of cases it is a law. So and I didn't know I was
Right.
breaking it. So anyway, I'm walking off. The next thing I know, I felt someone like on my arm, like grabbing my shit.
It's strong arming you.
I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm over here, like, trying to get free as shit, like, going about my business and go home.
Nah.
I'm thinking everything is cool. Nah, nigga. They said, bring your ass over here and let's have a conversation. And he was like, you took video? You took video? I was like, wait, slow down. What are you talking about?
Nah,
He said,
they.
yeah, I see on your phone. They said they saw you took your video. You cannot do that. Do that. So basically, they had the military police pull up on me, bro. I was like,
Oh wow.
what the fuck? They said, give me your foot. Let me see your foot. I was like, in this situation, bro, I'm like, ain't nothing I can do. I gotta, like, my phone is in their control at this point. I'm sitting there with my
Or,
balls in my hand, like, this is
yeah.
gonna get fucked up.
Because you don't want to be in a foreign jail, bro. Like not all.
Yes,
Like
yes.
that's the
That's what I
worst.
was. I wouldn't have nobody to contact. I would be really fucked up. So anyway, I went
Yeah.
ahead and what did I do? I got into the to the talking with them, and the club owner come out. He pissed. They had to get a white girl who spoke English and was like, it's okay, don't worry, it's all right." She had to defend me in that situation to try to,
Mhm.
because they were all like ganging up on me, mad as hell
Right.
about me. He said, "You post a video and you put it online and then we heard business." I was like, "Bruh, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to share nothing." I said, "I'll delete the video. Let's keep it moving." I ended up, in the short story of this, I ended up having to pay them like 30,000 um, Tanzanian shillings to get home. They even dropped me back at the hotel.
Okay, that's like
They
what,
dropped my
$20,
ass back at the
$20.
hotel. I left with my dignity, what dignity I had left, and my freedom. And I said, I ain't fucking with that shit in a minute. I don't know when I'm going back. I
Nah,
don't
man.
know when I'm going back.
Nah, to Tanzania, it's straight, man. It's just that in Africa, if people say they're not cool with photos or videos, you just gotta respect it because the moment the moment you have any pushback or they feel like you're not respecting that, it can turn up. Like they go from 0 to 100. Like it's like they get so pissed on that because everything is about your reputation. So if you are showing a video in a like a certain light, that's gonna fuck you up with your family and all that. And that's the stuff that you live off of. Like, here we can kind of be solo dolo, your retirement plan. Oh dang, we lost Uncle Chris here. Um, like you could be solo dolo, you can have your retirement plan, but over there it's about family, it's about community and stuff like that. So that's why it's like they really respect, image, your reputation, and stuff like that. Uncle Chris, you coming back? Oh, okay, okay, you
I'm
back.
here. I'm here. My bad. I had a phone call coming in.
Nah, you cool, you cool. I was just holding it down for you, but I was just basically saying like, the reputation, your family, the community is very important. That's why, girls or even the guys, like I'm on a tour, right? Let me give you a quick story. I'm on a tour guide, right? Mind you, he's not letting me record the activity. I'm like, bro, like this is your job. Tourism, I mean, you should want to be on camera to promote the business, but he's like, yeah, please, I could be shown in a certain way or whatever. And you can, people can edit or whatever, change it, alter it. I'm like, bro, you're just giving me a tour. What kind of alteration am I gonna do? But he was like, yeah, you can take pictures, but no video. I'm like, he just turned me off on everything. I was like, man, all right, man, let's just get through this tour. I'm ready to get out of here. Like, you don't even want me to record. Like, that was the whole purpose of this. Like, this is a unique spot. I can't even record. Like, and it's not because sometimes you can't record because maybe there's some lighting issues that might mess up like the artifacts or the structures or something. I get that, but it's just him talking. You don't want me to record the information. I'm like, you provide me good information. I can't even record this. And you know, some of the other tour guys like, I don't know what's up with him or whatever. I don't know. Like some people are kind of with like kind of the American way of thinking on certain things, and some people are more like traditional, like what's this recording stuff, whatever, even if they're younger. So it's just like it's a crazy thing. This all happened in Uganda, mind you. So when I went to Uganda,
Oh
I went
wow.
to go on a tour. That's what happened. I'm not going to disclose like who it was or where it was out of respect for him, but that's the situation that happened at hand. So people really take that to heart. But let's get back into some of the stuff with Nairobi. I find good, right? People like food, right? I think the food is good. Um, I guess if I go 1 through 5, I give it like maybe a 4. I think it's
Yeah.
good. It's not the best I've had. I'm not gonna give it 5 out of 5, but I think it's like a 3.5 to 4, given how you like your taste buds. But I would say a 4. Like it's above
Yeah.
average. I would say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best. I would give Tanzania like that 5 range. And maybe some other countries as well. But just to compare it,
Yeah.
um,
True.
but I would say it's food is pretty good. They got some nice restaurants. They got more American style. If you don't want American style, but if I'm judging by the local food, I would give the local food a 4. It was good. The ugali and stuff like that. The fish, um, stuff like that. The rice is, I think it's a four. What do you think, Uncle Chris, about the food?
I'm gonna say Malik, man. Like I'm definitely up there when it comes to the quality of the food. Like I've been to only a handful of places where I thought like the food is like really coming from like the most fresh, right off,
Hmm.
pretty much farm to table type of food.
Yeah,
I don't really like the places that try to do American style food because it never comes out the way it should.
but it's always good to have, in my opinion, because sometimes,
Yeah.
if you eat too much of the local food, your body not used to it yet. You can get sick. I feel like you do need a little bit of balance sometimes on your trip, because I know I kind of got sick. I was drinking a lot of alcohol, guys, and I had some like local golly. That's not gonna mix well. I was throwing up all over. I threw up the most I ever did in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you
Oh,
guys in Kenya.
I'm a
Um,
year. I'm actually a little over a year now sober from alcohol.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Not yet. I still, you know,
I
it
feel
still
you.
calls me that demon drink. It
Take
still
your
calls
time with
me.
it, man. I just
Yeah.
for me, it was like
I
I'm
only
all
drink on
good.
vacation though. Like when I'm home in the States, I don't really drink alcohol. So I'm like an occasional drinker, like maybe every 2-3 months. Like,
Okay,
it's not like a bad thing. I don't have an addiction or anything. Just to clear
no
it up.
doubt, no doubt.
you know, it's
Yeah,
not a problem. It was just I was drinking a lot. Like Kenyans love to drink, so that's
they do.
another
They do.
positive or negative, depending on how you guys want to put it. A good
Yeah,
or bad, or maybe an ugly situation, because they love to drink, they love to party. Even Kenyans that say, "Oh, I don't really drink like that." You get them in the club or party environment, they're drinking like a fish. They'll drink in the morning, they'll drink anytime. You know, it's crazy. They'll drink a lot. So if you're a
I agree.
drinker, you won't outdrink them probably, or you'll keep up with them. I'm not a
Yeah,
big drinker, so they'll outdrink me because I'll make a bottle last like a long time, a couple of days. They
yeah,
they
yeah,
they
yeah.
down that thing. So
Facts, and I do see, I do see that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when I go to clubs and all that, like, it'll be some type of juice or whatever, and then I'll
Mhm.
just drink that personally. But it
Yeah,
will
how do
never
you
be
handle
enough.
that? Like not drinking and going out there, because I know it's tempting. It's like everybody drinking, they drink a lot.
Nah,
It's not
dude,
like in the States. I feel like it's easier to resist.
I look at it like it's not for me. Like I've had that life. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Like I've definitely partied. I've definitely had plenty of drinking, all that stuff, but it don't turn me on no more. So what I do is I'll have like a little bit of weed or whatever, and I may have that before the club,
Mhm.
and I'll be in a buzz anyway, bro. Like I'll be in a nice buzz, be chilling, So a little bit of weed goes a long way,
Okay.
for me at least. So what I could say though, there's a couple of restaurants like if you go to like, cause I like great quality food.
Mhm.
So like going to places where I know I'm gonna get a good experience and the food is gonna be up to par. There's a place in Village Market, at that club at the mall. They have a few restaurants there that's really good. There's a restaurant that's actually I always go to when I go there, and that's CJ's. CJ's Kilimani.
Oh yeah,
CJ's
CJ's. I
is
love CJ's, man.
Yeah, CJ's is like that, pretty much like that franchise version of
Java House is
maybe
solid.
what could you compare it to? Like to a place, maybe a
Mm,
place called Milk and Honey. So like back at home and
CJ's.
like
Yeah,
here, like I
maybe.
live in Maryland in the States. So I live in Maryland. We got a place called Milk and Honey, and they have franchises. They
Hmm.
have brunch. So like right now it's brunch time over here, and then they'll have like a main, like an evening menu as well. I could compare it to that. I think
Uh,
I could
yeah.
compare it similar to that. But then as far as another chain restaurant, I don't know, but I know it's good. It's good quality food.
Like shoot, what is it? Maybe like well, they serve all kind of food, but like to me, it's like a Bob Evans type of dang. It's like some
Like
of
a
them.
better quality Bob Evans.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like Bob Evans mixed with like what's the
Roscoe's.
yeah Roscoe's dang, what's the other place? There's another bed and breakfast place. Not bed and breakfast, sorry.
IHOP. Like IHOP.
Yeah, IHOP. There's another one that I'm trying to think of. It's like they really do the Western theme pretty well. I'm gonna think of it, but yeah, go ahead.
Are you talking about In and Out? In and Out.
Not In and Out. Dang, I'm trying
I'm
to
like I'm
think.
playing. I'm playing word charades with you.
Yeah,
So
I know you are. Ah, dang, I'm trying to think. It's not Bob Evans. It's dang.
all right,
Uh,
we have to come back to it, but we go. I'm gonna tell you this though. Like out of those, I think they got it. But then they also got this place that's pretty much a sister restaurant to Nando's, and it's called Galitos. At Galitos, you can get like Peruvian, like peri peri style chicken, grilled
mhm.
chicken, a lot of flavor. And they have the sauces laid out real nice. They got it's pretty much like a fast food type of setup, but it's not like really bad, like unhealthy for you.
Mhm.
Uh, so I recommend it.
Not Cracker Barrel. That's what I
Cracker
should
Barrel.
recommend.
Okay.
Cracker
Well,
Barrel. So Cracker Barrel is kind of what it's like too.
but
I
it's
would
like a
say.
white. That's like a white establishment, though. You
I
know what I'm
know,
saying?
but I'm just trying to think of like the feel that you get, like the type of setup, not the quality of the food, but it might remind you of like, uh, I don't know. Like I know
They got
Cracker Barrel is a white Western style type of thing, but the different type of dishes because they serve breakfast, they serve kind of all kinds of food. It's just really good. I love CJ's.
yeah.
I love the
CJ's is really
one when
good.
I was in Uganda. I would eat that like every day,
Wait,
every
wait, wait,
day.
wait. CJ's is also in Uganda.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Have you been to I know it's kind of getting off the outside the Kenya stuff, but have you been to like Kololo area or like the mall out there?
Nah,
Mall in
I was
Kololo?
in Kampala.
You was in
I was
Kampala,
in
right?
Entebbe. I was in Entebbe. Then I went to Kampala. And
Yeah, it's like near Acacia Mall.
okay, I need
It's
to go
right. It's
back.
right across the street from Acacia Mall by the gas station, man. It's like a gas station. And CJ's
Uh,
right there. Like
bro, I
it's
gotta
right
go
across
back
the street
to.
from
I gotta
Acacia
go
Mall.
back to Uganda, bro.
It's delicious. And then Uganda. Uganda's something else. It's like to me, it's nice. It's a nice little low key spot. The party scene's like right there. But let's get back to Kenya. I don't want
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
into
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uganda
That's
right
not kidding.
now.
All right,
Yeah.
so the food is good, but what about like in terms of like shopping? Like, so when you go there for shopping, you want to go
Mhm.
obviously get some nice stuff. I don't think they take the cake in shopping, in my opinion.
Shopping.
As far as malls go,
You can kind of get what you need. It's not like the best in terms of shopping. Africa. I feel like it's a win if you can get what you need. Because I feel like Premier Shopping, uh, to me, in the countries I've been to, United States, obviously, um, you know, let me say this: the United States, guys, it's gonna be Premier in everything. I think the issues with the United States is the cost, the price of everything, the price of dealing with your relationship, the price of living. The cost is the main issue for us. Um, that's what I'll say for myself. Like the pricing is big issue because if you could lower the price for everything, every area of activity, I'd be a
yeah,
happy camper. Um,
I agree.
I would say Africa is okay. Like Kenya is okay with stuff. Like you get what you need, like electronics, your clothes and stuff like that. But I'm not a big fan of what they got in the stores and and whatnot. I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah,
I'm not really a big fan, but you can get what you need. And then when you do see some stuff like at Westgate Mall, like that is name brand and stuff. It's a little bit pricier compared to what you get in the States with that. So that's
yeah,
another thing due to the importation. I mean, importation of a lot of goods and stuff from different places like China, US, or whatever. So they get like a double tax on it. Like, those guys get taxed, so therefore they're taxing you once it hits the retail markets. So it's like a double taxation situation, and they don't have any distribution like that in Africa, so it's like it makes it harder.
facts,
Um,
facts.
if they had like a distribution center and deals, it would make it cheaper. But going back to the point, I would say Europe is also good. compared to Africa, like countries in Europe, like France that I've been to is good. UAE, Dubai is good.
Dubai is good. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Latin America, I'm trying to say I don't really I don't have too much experience in Latin America in terms of going to the malls and clothing like that.
I've gone to the
Mainly
mall in
just like
Colombia.
tourist spots, so
Yeah, I've gone to
I
the
can't
mall
really talk too
in
much.
Colombia and Dominican Republic, and they were
So how
nice.
you feel about that?
They were not. I mean, they were nice malls. They had decent setup. Pretty much every. I find it to be similar though, to like shopping in Kenya. Like you have stores that
Okay.
you have well known stores that are pretty much like Woolworths is in a lot of places.
You can
There's
get
other.
what you need type of feel, but
Yeah,
it's like a little bit more expensive than the states,
I
maybe.
liked I like shopping in Johannesburg more, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Just because they had everything like the premier. They actually have premier shopping in Johannesburg a lot. But I also say premier shopping is where you'll find where white people, European people are living. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you'll find access to that kind of stuff. It's fucked up, but typically where there's white people, like majority, like a good portion of them, you'll find like the premier shopping. Like even here where I live, there's a hood mall right up the street, and they have a very limited space of stores that you'll find. Versus if you go to like Pentagon City, where it's majority white people that live or come and work through the area, they have all
Mhm.
the nice expensive shit. You know what I'm saying? Going back into something though, did you share the chat with the group the
Yeah.
group? I'm not gonna say much more than that, but I just want to say, did you share with the group?
Yeah. I told him pull up.
Okay, bet. All right,
Let me see. Yeah, I shared in
all right. So while you do that, I'll
different
keep talking.
chats. Yeah, I did share in different chats.
Okay, perfect. All right, cool. All I was gonna say, bro, is like, if you want the access to the nice experience, in my opinion, there's two malls in Kenya for you: Sarah Center and going to Village Market. Both of those malls are gonna give you really high class experience. As far as the best experience, as far as food, um, shopping, activities. Village Market has like the bowling setup, which is nice. They have like virtual reality. They've got pool tables. I think bowling as well, and I think also Sarah Center has similar activities as well. But that's where if you want to have a good time, if you want to take somebody out, I'd recommend going there 100%.
Mm.
Um, so that's definitely my plate. The other side of it is there's activities outside. Like you can go hiking or taking a walk at the Nairobi Zoo, pretty much, right? Like the Nairobi Park. So if you go to their official Nairobi Park, you can opt for a safari experience. You can actually go into, and those prices can vary, but they'll have individual drivers that can pretty much take you on the conservation park area, or you could take a stroll, like a walk that I did, and you can literally walk up on some baboons that are literally walking freely. So don't bring anything that they could easily pull right off of you, because them motherfuckers is aggressive as hell. The baboons, the monkeys, they will walk up on you and grab whatever is in your hand. So be very careful, especially if they think it's food. So just keep in mind that, or something to drink. But easily they have animals just kind of chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like you take your phone out, take pictures or whatever. But I didn't do the safari because I did it in South Africa. So that's my big one of my big activities is to go to the park over there. What are your thoughts on that?
The my thoughts on the park. Yeah, safari parks are good. You can get safari tours at good pricing out there. That's one of the things Kenya's known for. You can go to Giraffe Center. That's good.
I like
You
Draft Center. Yeah,
you have
that's over in
I
Karen.
went to the museum, so I always go to like some museum or history stuff because that's what I like to do in like each of these countries I've been to. It's usually some history, cultural kind of stuff that I do as far as the activity goes. The animals are always top tier, and wildlife and nature is top tier. In the African countries, especially Kenya. Um, what else is there in Nairobi specifically? Um, There's definitely different restaurants you can do. Activities such as painting tips. They got skating out there. Obviously, there's the clubbing aspect. The nightlife to me in Kenya is top tier, but I guess we can get a little more into that later. I'm trying to think what other daytime activities is there. What other daytime activities you do out there? Because I feel like time goes by so quick when I'm out there.
It does. It does. Honestly,
Yeah.
man, like I'll go down. I'll either be
Oh,
like, going out to the gym too. Like I go to the gym, where you find a lot of great looking people. Go to the gym. Go to the gym. I actually do grocery shopping while I'm there, so I'll get my food and cook at home a lot of times. So I'll go to the market. You can find people there. This is for the fellas who are looking for somebody while they're in Kenya. If you're interested in looking for someone, or you're in a lady and you're looking for someone, go to the malls, go to the markets. There's like a couple of markets that I like. Um, I think one of them is Carrefour is a big one. There's a
wait, Uncle Chris, I want to shout out one of our donors, Kervin. Thank you, appreciate that money, bro. I don't know if I'll talk to Uncle Chris about how to split that up, and
Oh,
you know,
how did that work? You already dropped your joint in there?
yeah, I said the cash out. I don't have yours, or
Okay.
I'll send yours if
Yeah,
you can
yeah, yeah,
text it
yeah.
to
Let me
me,
go ahead and
or yeah. So
let me
yeah,
get my
yeah.
joint in there. Hold on one
Yeah,
second.
I appreciate that love, bro. Thank you for supporting, us struggling YouTubers at the moment, but we won't be struggling for too much longer. You know what I mean?
Thanks. Hold on a second. Let me get my code out. Uh, hold on, hold on. Ooh. Okay, copy. All right. Let me go back and post comment. I guess you did it that way. Paste.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure if he wants us to split it or not, so I'm gonna get confirmation on that. But yeah, if he wants us to split it, I'll send you your half because I know
Cool.
he only knows mine. But we'll talk about that later.
All right,
All
no
right,
worries, no worries,
all
no
right. Back
worries.
back to it.
Yeah. So basically, y'all, what was I getting to it? We're talking about meeting people. So the markets is where it's at. You gotta go to the markets. You gotta go to the malls and just walk around and literally scope the
Mm-hmm.
scene. You might even find somebody who's like a server, at the coffee shop. And the couple big ones that I like as far as coffee, like really good cafes, are gonna be Art Caf, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Java. Java is another big one over there.
Oh, you
But
like Java House?
Java House is nice, and I really like Art Caf because
Mm.
they also have really good food too. So if you
Yeah, I
want to
went
like,
there for breakfast real quick one time. I was like, let
yeah,
me check this archive place out. This is good.
yeah, Art
You
Caf
know,
is
I
legit, bro.
like African food. Well, I like East African food. Let me correct myself. I like East African food. It's really good. Um, yeah, man, it's healthy. Well, is it the best in the world? I'm not sure yet, because people tell me about like Thai food and stuff like that. I haven't been to Asian countries yet. I've been mainly to Americas, Europe, South America, Africa.
Yeah,
So my
I've gone
perspective
to
is coming from
Thailand and
there.
Bali.
Oh, okay. So maybe you
Yeah,
can kind of speak and compare, make that comparison with Kenya, because I
as far
can't.
as the food goes, or coffee.
Food and coffee. Like
So, well, coffee I
I'm not a
takes
big
the
coffee
cake.
drinker, so.
Kenya has some really great coffee. They're also, if you don't know, one of the biggest producers of tea, which is an investment idea in case anyone's interested as far as investments. I'm kind of going a little bit over the map about this, but they have some of the best coffee, some of the best tea that you'll find in the world. The flavor is just very flagrant. I've had the cappuccino. Usually, I order like a cappuccino, like either a single or a double, but really good coffee. And their tea, like I said, they make great tea, and they have a whole factory layout as far as tea producing there. So,
Mhm.
interested in that, there's definitely opportunity there. But as far as the food, see, the thing is, Asian culture, they have their own style of cooking. And when I went to, in comparison, I think Thailand really takes the cake because they also have so many healthy options. They eat the noodles. They live off those ramen noodles, bro. Like
Mhm.
in Thailand, especially, everywhere I went, there was like a ramen spot where you can pull up, get a tea, like get your soup. I'm sorry, get your soup and like or ramen in these different bags. They put it all like everything is an individual bag. So you get your noodles in one bag, your broth in one bag, your ingredients in one bag. It's like it was a whole thing. Uh, um, but it
Mhm.
was always healthy. It was always like fresh food. Now, I'm not saying Kenya doesn't have it. Like Kenya has something called nyama choma. This the nyama choma, which is basically the grilled meat that they have. So you can get it as lamb, goat, which I like goat meat, preferably. You can get it as chicken, and they literally saute and grill and spice like dry rub the flavors on the meat and then on the
Mhm.
grill, and then you get that with the pretty much something called kachumbari, which is like the tomatoes, onions, and spices, and maybe I think like parsley. Pretty much you're just eating that, so you're eating that as a salad, and then you might have, if you like ugali. I'm not a ugali fan, so you won't find me eating that, but you can get
I
that
like it.
with the
It's good,
meat.
man.
I can't do it, man. It's just too thick.
Even though it got me sick, but so I think you do need to be mindful of the different restaurants you go to because some people will want to have street food, but you got to know yourself. I don't know. When I go to Africa, I gotta be careful because I'll get sick. Like it's not like I'll get sick for long, but it's like my stomach could just be like, So it's like you got to go to. That's why I like to go to like established premier restaurants because you try to get that local stuff. I'm like, man, my stomach ain't hitting right,
Yeah,
And then I'm
yeah,
already drinking and already doing stuff my body's not used to doing when I'm back home. So it's like I'm more prone to get sick when I'm overseas anyway.
facts,
So
facts. And also,
that's something to keep in mind.
if you're new here, by the way, you're enjoying the video. Please stick around. I
Yeah,
think we're gonna talk another 20 or so minutes.
yeah, like,
Um,
share, comment,
Yeah,
support
go ahead
us.
and like, share, subscribe both of our channels. If you feel free to donate to our cause to get back to Kenya and shoot some great videos, I've actually got a good amount of video content that I've never put out there as far as Kenya goes, and so I'm gonna be putting that out there within the next couple of days, probably on Thursday, because Thursdays and Sundays is my new time to drop videos and content. But if you want to donate, our cash apps are in the comment section. Please, please,
Hmm.
please support our channel, support our cause and what we're trying to do. Trying to give you the exclusive information that no one's talking about. And I'm going to keep it real 100% because obviously
Facts.
we want you to be safe. We want you to know what you're prepared, what you're up against when you go to Kenya. The good, the bad, the ugly. We're talking about it here. So we talked about the food. We talked about the fashion, where to shop. We had to talk about the nightlife and the people that's associated with that said nightlife.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Oh, okay, nightlife. Oof. So Kenya, probably Nairobi. Nairobi. You know what? Even Mombasa. Okay, I'm gonna speak to the cities I've been to. Nairobi and Mombasa. So Nairobi's nightlife's better than Mombasa, but Mombasa's still good. In my opinion, still good. Um, I think guys who like Latin America will love Kenya, but I feel like the issue is the initial cost getting there. But in terms of nightlife, once you get there, it's great, man. Like you can get your section at a good price. You can the alcohol isn't too bad. It's technically liquor getting a bottle is more expensive there than in the US, but it's like worth it if it makes any sense. Because to me, it's like, okay, bottle of Henny, let's say it might cost you $30, and say it might cost you like $40 there. For example, I don't know if that's exact numbers, but that's kind of what I kind of figure. Like whatever it costs in the States, it's like $10-15 more in Kenya, in my opinion, if you just want to grab a bottle. But I think it's worth it when you get the section and you get the bottles. Maybe it might cost you 10K shillings. Like, not, what is it, 10K? it might cost you like maybe $100 if you get bottles, some other drinks and stuff like that. I don't know what it is in shillings, but about $100 or a little less, $70 to $100. That's what it ran me when I had a little section, bottle, and quiver. I went to
Okay,
quiver,
Quiver
so
Lounge,
so
yeah,
that's
nice
more
spot.
like a chill spot. You know,
Yeah,
you got um
I'm gonna.
Gemini,
Yeah,
you got
Gemini's good.
Ibiza.
Gemini's good. Beats is good.
I,
I'm gonna
I I
say
like
if you're
Group
coming,
Bistro. What's up, GMT? Tap
what's up,
in, man.
GMT? Welcome, brother. Good to have
Was
you
good.
here.
Show a like, flirt with that cash app, man.
That man is the
Send a
legend,
dollar
bro.
holler, bro.
That's
Send a
the
dollar holler.
legend right there.
Yeah, he is. He is. It's
That's
good,
the
man.
legend. Hey, so
Came in.
I'm gonna say K1 Lounge on Thursday nights, bro. Like they have the reggae. That's my type of vibe, to be honest with
Mm-hmm.
you. So on a Thursday night, the best night to go there, and then go to Nairobi Street Kitchen. Like you can pretty much set it up, and then kind of like really go back and forth because both of them are lit at the same time.
Yeah.
Like Nairobi Street Kitchen gets real lit, but K1 Lounge definitely gets packed. Like a lot of people come out there and party. But if you like reggae music, that's a perfect spot. Also, I find when you find the best party information is if you go to I think it's what is that mall that's in Kilimani? I think it's called
A
it's not
mall in
Siaya
Kilimani.
Park. You know what I'm talking about?
A mall in Kilimani.
It's a big time mall in Kilimani. Not like really big, but it's like a
Shit.
mall.
I mainly was at the Westgate Mall, like near
Now
Westlands.
you were in the Westland side, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think, like, cause I ain't really go. Man, I don't really go to malls like that. I ain't gonna hold you, so I don't
Okay.
really know too many malls like
So
that out
you
there.
really I'll tell you this. So this particular mall, if you could see what it is, it's in Kilimani area, right? Um, and so this particular mall I went in, they actually have posters of a lot of the stuff that's going on.
Are you talking
So
about Junction?
nah, not Junction.
No,
It's the other one. It's right there by it's right in front of Gemini.
right in front of Gemini. Oh shit. Damn. I
It's
don't
right
know.
in front of Club Gemini. And so like
Off of
literally
Nagon Road, right?
nah, that's a different road.
Man,
If
it's
it said
near
it's in
Nagon
front of
though.
Gemini, it's another
I don't
spot.
know what it's called though, but I've been over there. I don't know what it's called, but I've been over
Okay.
there. I know it
Yeah,
because I've been to Gemini.
I can't think of it top of my head right now.
Yeah, I
But
can't
this
either.
particular mall has pretty much your basics, like really, really basic. It's not a big mall. It's just a place like for real, you can get some stuff done. You got the banking and all that. But they have at the bottom where I went, they had posters of like this particular parties, like different parties, exclusive theme parties, and you had to pay like a ticket to get to. Those are the parties you really want to look for. The particular theme on this one was like an old school party, so they were playing all the old school hits. I had so much fun, bruh. Like
Mm.
I danced the whole night, like absolute good time. So much so is I would pay money just to go back to this party. A lot of older crowd, but nice looking people too, young people too as well. So I would recommend going there to find out, like, look for posters of like literally just hanging up. I know it sounds old school, but sometimes people operate, you know what I'm saying, a little bit older as far as how they get their information out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so you got Gemini, we got 8K1. How about the
Ibiza.
rooftops? They got a couple of rooftops out there too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do have some rooftops.
I think it's one by
I
Marriott.
know. What I consider Nairobi Street Kitchen, they got like a little rooftop situation. Is that like a rooftop?
Not really, not really. It's like more like an upstairs,
Yeah,
you
upstairs.
know.
Rooftops.
There's one at the Marriott though. I know for sure, and they sell
Yeah,
like
yeah. There's one at the Marriott, and then there's another at this other hotel. Um, Damn, it's escaping me because I didn't go to too many rooftops, so that's why it's kind of escaping me. I've been
okay,
mainly to the clubs and stuff like that in terms of nightlife. Like rooftops is, I don't know. I know people like that kind of atmosphere, but they do have them out there. I can't. give you all the names of them at this moment, but they
Okay.
definitely have nice rooftops. I don't really mind them. I guess Brew Bistro kind of gives you that rooftop feel, but it's not a rooftop.
True, true, true.
It gives me that feeling, but they kind of like that. Like the rooftops are kind of like that. That's the best
Okay.
way I can think of it, but without the roof.
That's
Um,
true. That's
I
true.
think their rooftops are better than Ghana's rooftops because I went to a rooftop bar out in Accra, and I like Nairobi's better if we're gonna do a comparison on like big cities. Out in Africa, I like that better.
I'm trying to
So
think of other some other
how do you feel
spots.
about the rooftops? Do you like them or?
I mean, the one I went to at the I think it's at the Hilton or the Marriott in Kilimani. This
Yeah, I
particular
think it's the
spot,
Marriott.
yeah, it's clean. Like it's real clean. It's quality. They've got a pool at the top. Like it's a nice little setup. Like I'd advise to go. But there's also like other like restaurants. I think this place called the Icon or something like that. I think it's called the Icon. I haven't gone there, but I heard their food is really good.
Mm,
And the vibe is really nice. So highly recommend checking it out. Um, there was something else as far as the spot goes. A lot. I like honestly like the brunch scene. Like Karen, they have this spot called Hemingway's,
mm-hmm.
and Hemingway's is like a well-known, established hotel, but they have a very luxurious gourmet brunch buffet
Is
where
that
you
where you
go.
stayed at, or you just did Airbnbs?
I just did my Airbnb, but I just went for the brunch. I had to pay for a reservation.
Okay,
Um,
I've done
because
both, but
yeah,
go
when
ahead.
you pulled up, it's like $50 for the brunch,
Mm.
and it's all you can eat, and I think you get like a free champagne glass as well, which is nice.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
So wait a minute. So you stayed at Hemingway's?
No, I didn't stay at Hemingway's. I was just asking you because I'm a type of guy that does both the Airbnbs and the hotels. And the reason why I do both is because traveling is expensive, and I try to be as cost effective but still comfortable as possible. So I like to do both. And I feel like there's positives and negatives. Like obviously when it comes to gas and privacy, I think you get a little bit better access to that with the Airbnbs, but also maybe a little less protection that you would get at the hotels, possibly. I'm not saying that they don't protect you with the Airbnbs. It's just that like they might not care as much because with them hotels, people are big on like suing them, and they got the big bank and the big wallet, so they're very careful, especially if they're like American based, like Marriott or Hilton out there. And also, like it's easy. Like I like status too. Like some hotels, you get status, you get free breakfast, so that's saving you money right there. You get certain amenities and stuff like that. Or if you have points, I'm big into that. You can get free stays at some of these hotels and stuff like that. So I mean, who's not going to take free accommodation because that's more money that can go towards your trip, like excursions and stuff like that. But Airbnbs are also cool too, because of the home feel, home vibe, which like a lot of guests will like, and you might like yourself. So um, that I guess that gives you a little bit of my rationale behind
No,
why
that makes
I
sense.
like.
I like getting the Airbnbs because usually you could find Airbnb for like $23 a night, $20
Yeah,
a night,
yeah, it's not
and
expensive.
you can have everything you need, like gas stove, all that stuff, or just like a. Sometimes they'll have like a little stove that's built in with little like it's connected to like a propane gas tank, that kind of thing, and you can get all the cooking you need. I try to live like a minimalist in some cases. Like when
Mm.
I'm overseas, like I live like a minimalist where I have just the basics of everything I need, and I'm good with that. I don't need a whole lot to get a whole lot, is what I usually say. Um, I make it enough, pretty much.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I agree with that too in a way
yeah,
because it's expensive going to Africa, man. Like,
it's expensive
the
going.
flight, the
Yeah,
flight is like 1,000, then you gotta worry about your accommodations, which is going to be at least 500 plus, depending if you stay in a week or two.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you're not staying at least, honestly, I would say the minimum is like 10 days. You want to stay like 10 days minimum because you lose 2 days on travel basically. So that's really like 8 days you staying, not really the whole 10, anyways. So, because you're usually arriving at night, so you usually lose your first day. Like you're trying to
Yeah.
get to where you need to go. It's damn near the next day. So, and then on your way back, you lose some time too. So, on your way back home. So, well,
Yeah.
you kind of gain it back, but it's like it just doesn't count really. It's weird.
I
So you
agree.
use a day and a half. So it's like I'm like, man, you got to stay 10 days because it's not worth spending that $1,000 flight and another $500 or $700 on a hotel or Airbnb for a week or plus to not like stay a week. I don't know how people just do a quick 5 day trip or whatever to. I'm like, man, that long flight, man, I gotta relax, I gotta recover.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta get my sleep.
Yeah. I'm usually messed up like the first day. But then I'll try to pull myself together and say, fuck it. You know what? Let me make the most of it. Let me get into it and
Hmm.
just have a good time. So I'm usually right out the door again.
Okay.
Um, but like I don't know, man. I'm trying to go at least for a month the next time I go to Kenya. At least because
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
that's nice, man.
I feel
Yeah.
like when you have that kind of time and then you could just kind of move how you want to on weekends, it's better. You have more time to kind of go out, explore
Hmm.
something. Like I haven't been to the neighboring village cities, like going to Kisumu, going to maybe going to Embu. Like these are other areas,
Have you been to Mombasa yet?
I didn't go to Mombasa, but I did go to Malindi, and I'm glad you brought that up
Okay, that's
because
kind of close.
Malindi is like I think it's like an hour away. I think from Diani and
Yeah, so it's like an
Mombasa.
hour and some change from Mombasa. Yeah.
Yeah, but so what I like about it out there, though, and for what I heard different from Mombasa, is that it's real low key. It's like Malindi is like a lot of Italians are in that area, pretty much own property there, own
Yeah, it's
businesses
a
there.
hot vacation spot, like
Yeah,
beach vibes, relaxing, chill
exactly. It's a
vibes.
beach vibes. It's really beautiful, but it's not as crazy. I heard as Mombasa. Like there's some type of nightlife in Malindi, like where they cater to the European, style. Like they'll have like the
Hmm.
house music. They'll have their version of because they have their own swag. Like the coastal Kenyans, they have their own swag compared to like Nairobi. It's a little bit different. It's definitely
Yeah.
different. Kind of reminds me of Dar es Salaam a little bit. Um,
Yeah,
but
it's a little coastal city.
yeah, and conservative as well. Like they have a lot of Arab culture over there as well, like Muslim cultures
Yeah, a
over
lot of
there.
Muslims.
So like I've walked up on a
Hmm.
place where they ate with their hands. It's like chicken biryani, bunch
Hmm.
of rice and chicken, and they literally ate with their hands. And then like everything is like they wash their hands before and after. It's really conservative, very cultural. But the vibes I love, man. Like I love the energy in the coastal side of Kenya. It's really really nice.
Yeah, yeah, I love it too, man. Mombasa was a good chill vibe. I was only there for a couple of days, but it was time well spent. I hung out. I went to like a little beach club, something like that. I hung out at night. I actually celebrated my birthday out there,
Oh word.
so it was pretty cool. Yeah, went to a nice little restaurant called a little restaurant slash lounge called Tapas. It was good. I had a delicious had like a what was it a goat burger or something?
A
Or was it
Goldberg.
like a buffalo burger or something like that. I had like some buffalo burger. It was really good. It was delicious.
Word.
Very good.
Okay.
And I had a lot of fun, man.
I had a seafood
Bombasta's food.
platter. I think it was a seafood platter for like $25. It had lobster on it. It had clams, shrimp.
Yeah,
It
the
was
fish
pretty
there
much
is so good, bro. Like,
yes,
and it's so filling, bro. I can never finish
yes,
my food. Like, I would eat once a day and can't. I'd be like, man, I can't finish. Like, your mind be bigger than your stomach. Like in the U.S., it's like they put some sort of drugs where you can keep eating. In Africa, like, well, in my experience, it's like that once a day is good enough for me, bro. Like,
yes.
I can't eat more than once a day.
But you
It's like,
also notice you tend to walk more like over there.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like you find yourself just wanting to be outside a lot of times, and just going somewhere. And I honestly, for me, I enjoy that. I like people watching, so I'll go there and I'll people watch, and people be looking at me, and I'm like, oh shit. I stand out here, you know what I'm saying? Like I really get
Yeah,
to
I had to
have
get
my
used to those
moment.
weird stares. Like people will look at you, turn their head, and like keep going, and then they'll stop. And I'm like, dang. But now I don't even bother to pay attention. But before it's like you get to like awkward, weird stares.
I
I'm
call it
like,
out. I actually would like greet the person, like walk up to them and be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?"
man.
Like I know it sounds crazy, like I'm not from here, right? Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah, they enjoy that kind of stuff. But I appreciate it, man. Like the culture, the energy. There's a sense of like once you run into a friend who's Kenyan or whatever, like there are a lot of people who beg. I will say that there are a lot of people who beg
He said
because
people big.
they're not getting paid like that, like we get paid. Okay,
But
so
but I
if you
don't
go
think
in
it's
there,
that bad though. There's begging, but like it's not
nah,
that
man.
bad. It's bad, but
The guy that was my tour the guy that was my tour guide over was it Malindi, he was still asking me for bread as I was already back. Like I had already paid him out for the experience that he put me on. And I'm like a couple weeks later, he's like, "Yo, bro, I need like $50. You mind if you send me $50, man?" I'm like, "What?" I was like, yo, like they will if they find you an opportunity, they call you a friend, expect that you may get asked for
mm,
something. Does it happen all the time? No, but it does happen, bro.
mm. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. People do beg a lot. It's not. I've been to other African countries where it's worse, so that's why I say it's not bad. But if you're coming
oh,
from America, yeah, the begging will be a lot, but it's not like enough to turn you off, like type of begging. Like maybe some. It's not like you're in a market type of area. You know how like you're in the mall and you'll see the Middle Eastern guy, like in the U.S. or Arab or Indian guy begging the crap out of you. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. Like
true,
on a
true,
scale of 1 to 5, it's like maybe 3.5 to 4. The begging's
true,
high.
true.
The begging's
Yeah,
high, but it's not the worst. Like it's not like you walk in the streets and every single person like, hey, you look American. Let me beg the crap out of you. It's not like that.
yeah.
Like
It's not like that. It's
because I've been to
definitely
countries where it's
yeah,
like that. Like
yeah,
back in the day before Ghana changed a lot, it would be like that. Like they see American, oh, we're gonna beg the crap out of you, but now it's not like that. So things have
I think it's
improved.
gotten really Americanized. Like they don't even care about us like that no more.
Yeah, in a way,
we
yeah, they don't beg as much. They beg, but just in a different way, I guess now.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like on the
yeah.
streets just straight up begging.
It's definitely changed, bro. Like 100%. Low key with it. So just be aware. That's all I would say for anybody who's curious. Like, just be aware of surroundings and all that stuff. Um, okay, so we've touched on the good, touched on some bad, and did we get
Some
on some ugly?
the begging is a little ugly.
Bacon
We
is
talking-
ugly, right?
I mean, no one like we're Americans. We don't like begging, man. Most Americans don't like begging. I can't name any
Yeah,
American. They only Americans that like begging is like incels who don't really get out the house and
yeah.
they're cool with their girl begging them. But outside of that, if you get out your house and actually live life as an American, you don't like begging. But those
I'm
people
gonna
who
say too, like as far as like I'm gonna say this as far as like somebody alluded to the safety and all that. That's the ugly part too. Is like just be aware of your surroundings. Like don't take for granted, anything. Ask the actual like in uniform security. They'll tell you, like don't go out this area. Don't just walk around that area. Like just find out where you're going, who you're going with. If you're going by yourself, make sure that you tell somebody, let somebody know something. The security you can pay a little bit extra, like for like your Airbnb usually have a security guard at the bottom, on the ground floor, and you could just let him know, or ask him like, hey, like what's the setup with as far as this particular area? Because I've gone to a lot of
yeah.
parts of Nairobi. Some areas I just would not want to be walking around at night personally.
Yeah, yeah. People will look out for you if they're nice. Like I remember
Yeah,
Uber drivers like, yeah, you don't want to be around here too long. Just just I'll wait outside for you, and you do what you need to do in there real quick, and you come back out. Like that's the type of
Yeah,
vibe I
yeah,
was
yeah,
on one
yeah.
time. I was in a shady area, like it's sketchy. Like Tanzania, they got sketchy areas, but it's safe. Nairobi, not so much.
Facts,
Like I was
facts.
in a sketchy area. I was like, let me get out of here, man. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
be, like it's kind of sketchy, and like I don't know how to work the gate door, so I was stuck one time, but the guy kind of opened it for me. I'm like, how the frick you do this? Like, like it's not
uh,
pulling up. I'm like, what is it doing? I had to like twist it a certain way and then pull it up. I'm like, well, at least I got out of there. I was like, man, this is sketchy, man. I don't know if I'm being set up or not.
facts,
It
facts,
was, yeah, I
facts.
was where I was not supposed to be, and I knew it. That's why
Definitely
I was
gotta be
like,
careful.
yeah, let me get out of here. Like
Yeah,
I got there and I'm like, yeah, I should be here. Let me get out. Like sometimes you gotta
exactly.
trust your gut, man. It's better to live to tell another tale than just to try to do something you're not
Exactly.
supposed to be
Be
doing
backed
anyway.
up somewhere. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, so we're getting to the last portion of the segment, actually getting to the end because I'm actually needing to get some stuff done today.
Yeah.
I need
Me
to get
too.
something to eat too. But I will say I enjoy having you on, Malik, just
Yeah,
being
appreciate it, bro.
making this our first live. Hopefully that not our last live, right? Like we can continue more conversations from folks. Maybe we'll answer a specific question on another live as well. Definitely support if you're new here at Cultured Unplugged. I'm Uncle Chris. Malik Foster Travels. We're helping him out. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to my channel. Let's keep this
Yeah.
thing growing. My Cash App is in the comment section right there at Covered Culture. It goes to us. It goes to basically our opportunity to travel back to the motherland and be able to share content with you while we're there on location. So anything helps. Any little bit helps.
Yep.
Any much helps. Please, 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 your support is 100% appreciated. So definitely look forward to making some more content for you guys and giving you the full insights about Nairobi, about other countries we've gone to. Let's get it unplugged. Malik, any final things you want to share as well, brother?
Yeah, you guys, if you want to follow me, it's Malik M. Foster on pretty much every social media channel. Also, my YouTube is Malik Foster Travels. You can catch me there. So if y'all want to support me, Malik M. Foster, Cash App, or you can hit up Culture Unplugged, support him too. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it growing. And you guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this, like this, support us in any way possible. Appreciate it. Much love.
Peace. Let's get
All
it
right.
unplugged.
Peace.
One.